Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. But what a nightcap this could prove to be. The Niners and the Seahawks underway here in the Thanksgiving finale. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Let's go. Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, some strong running. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Seahawks at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Lance. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this out just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Lance on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We talk about this Seahawks defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, Do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Yeah, he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Lance flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And Walker once more. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line, about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cleveland Ferrell, former high pick of the Raiders, in on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lance looking to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. two-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Final play of the half, Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Shotgun now for Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 is a 28-yard
On first and 10, here's Lance. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Flush to his right. He completes this to Walker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
First down, San Francisco.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now with Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 19-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. No, fouled on fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back to Walker on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Mitchell hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On the double.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Dodges him at the 50. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Trey Flowers, his 2nd sack of the night. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep going till the bitter end. This one's long since over. We'll give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Purdy. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A third and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they take a knee. Kind of a strange ball game, Charles.